Viacom executives did not have a relaxing weekend. A heated boardroom battle and a lawsuit filing by Viacom chief executive Philippe Dauman and board member George Abrams. At stake, control of the trust that will oversee Sumner Redstone's $40 billion media empire when he dies or is incapacitated. Here with more details is WSJ Media and Marketing Bureau Chief Amol Sharma. Amol, thanks for being with us.
Sure.
Let's get a little bit of chronology here first. What's happened in the past few days leading up to this point?
Yeah, the developments have been pretty fast and furious. So Friday night, what happened was Philippe Dauman, who's the chairman of Viacom, and one of the Viacom board members, George Abrams, were informed you've been removed from this trust that will oversee the Redstone holdings once he passes or is incapacitated. And also you're off of the board of the holding company for CBS and Viacom. So these people got this message from a lawyer who was claiming to represent Sumner Redstone.
But he's a new lawyer that they've never dealt with before.
They hadn't really dealt with him. And of course, Redstone has been in poor health, declining health. There are questions there have been questions raised about his mental capacity, about his physical health, and so there were real questions about did he really do this? Today, who
do they believe may be pulling the strings?
Well, today there's early today, Dauman and Abrams both filed a suit in probate court in Boston or in Massachusetts, basically saying this is invalid, this is illegal, and we think that actually this is Sumner's daughter, Sherry Redstone, pulling the strings here. We think that he's under the influence of, undue influence of her, and we're not buying this, and they're contesting the changes. So now this is going to be litigated, and this is a pretty high stakes battle.
So does that mean that it's likely that Sumner Redstone will be brought into court again, as he was recently?
Well, in the previous case, which involved his former girlfriend and household companion, he actually didn't come to court. He was taped in a videotaped deposition, about 30-minute deposition, and that, but even that illuminated the fact that while he could get out enough words that the judge felt, okay, he wanted to throw this woman out of his house. That was the subject of the suit there. You could see that he was really struggling to communicate and to remember basic facts, and it's really difficult for him to do anything, to talk. So that just fueled more uncertainty about his actual condition. And
right.
I don't know if he'll have to testify here or not.
Now, was Sumner also angered by the recent decision to stop paying him?
There are a couple emerging narratives, and I want to be careful about exactly what he did and what his agency was in any of these things, but one narrative is that he was very upset both about having his pay completely cut to zero by the Viacom board last week, and also the fact that they're trying to sell his baby, Paramount Pictures. They want to sell a stake in Paramount Pictures. Right. And that was one of his crowning achievements of his career, was buying Paramount. So that's a narrative that's emerged. He's really mad about those things and is taking it out.
So what do you foresee happening next here, Amol?
I think it's going to be really messy for a while. This particular court battle that is getting going today, we'll see if the court stays these moves, that the trust changes. But if this drags on, it's going to cast a cloud over everything that happens at Viacom. There are real questions about the corporate governance there. Messy for the stock, messy for investors for a little while. So,
we'll be watching this for a while.
Yeah,
All right, Amol Sharma, thank you so much for that.
Sure.